Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. This is your quick morning update here on Saturday. God bless each and every one of you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're going to jump on into BTC right now. I gave a call last night. I gave a call last night to the trading group. It banged to the upside. Let's talk about it. I work on a Friday night all night long. Last night I saw this flag of the 50-minute, likely to break to the upside. I put this out at about 11:22 at night. If you woke up in the morning, you would have been up in this flag. It pumped beautifully. That was the exact entry. Stop loss below the head and shoulder. That was a shoulder, head and shoulder that broke out to the upside. I am in gains now on my Mexi trade. Banging to the upside. Woke up $500 richer on a Saturday morning. Imagine making $500 while you were in your sleep. 30%. And I did it off of $1,700. It wasn't like I used tons of money. I was like, oh, but you used thousands of dollars to do that. No. So let's break it down. Let's talk about it. Let's kind of stick to the plan. The plan is the daily stayed above the 200 moving average. Bit of a shoulder, head, right shoulder here. Looks like liquidity at 115 is calling our name. And BOOKMAP now got rid of a lot of the red below. Now it looks like there's only red above at 117.5. So the order book got scarce. And 117.5 is where all the shorts are hiding out. And they're probably about to get blasted. So again, I can't guarantee it, but yeah, we're going to break it down right now and show you what happens in this trading world. So let's talk about BTC. I was correct last night. I was correct many times, but I will not be correct every single time. Let's see what's happening. Let's stay vulnerable. Let's know that anything can happen. And let's take a look at that monthly chart. So remember, the monthly could end up becoming the highest monthly candle close in history. All it has to do is come up, and close above 115,800. If we close above 115,800 on the month, it'll be super bullish. It will be the highest close a candle ever closed in history. Yes, we've wicked before, but we have not closed below that key level. Right now, you got yourselves into this rising wedge. Rising wedges do break down 68% of the time, but when they break up parabolically. And this is how an asset that has so much demand, it can't help but make a rising wedge because so many people keep buying it, it can't seem to make a lower high. It makes a lower, it can't make a lower low. It keeps making higher lows. That's why the trend is so vicious. And you can see this is a parabola. And you have to understand how parabolas form and work with them. And I mean, that's a parabola. That's a parabola. And a parabola will go all the way to the upside. I mean, that's parabolic moves. You learn your parabola at school. Right? Calculus or something, pre-calculus, I don't even know. So this goes all the way up here to 194,000, baby. Right? That's a $200,000 Bitcoin. That would coincide with my pi cycle top when the red line and the green line come across and we get ourselves a move here. So I like what I'm seeing here on the monthly. Again, we defied monthly bearish dip, which is insane. Could we still make a massive dump to the downside? We could. That's why nobody, a lot of people think the cycle is over. A lot of people are telling you the cycle is over. Did I say that? No. I said it's possible the cycle could be over, but I said I'd have to see certain things first. Like the monthly would have to close below support. Let's talk about that right now. We talked about the next areas that we could crack to become the all-time high, but what about below? What's going on below? And everybody, I teach class today, the last Saturday of every month. I teach this class. Jump on in. You can still get into class today. You could still take this class. Hit the QR code to find out more. I'm teaching it at 9 o'clock. So in 40 minutes, I teach this class. No days off for people that want to grind like me, man. If you want to work your butt off every single day, you love what it feels like to feel accomplished. You want to create every single day. You're in love with creating. Every day you got to create something new, do something different. Then you're just like me. You're an entrepreneur, and you can't turn it off. I can't turn it off. If I can help people today and I can teach them and I can sell my services, I'm going to do it. By golly gee, oh my, why not? Harvard sells education. Yale sells education. I believe my education's even better. So why can't I sell it? I'm going to. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Get the education you deserve. $150. People pay $300 for 1 hour hanging with the lifer, right? So you get 3.5 hours. I usually go to like 12:15, but even 12:30 if you want. I have time. I love you all. I appreciate it. So this is a falling wedge that could break back to the upside on the weekly. That could take you to a new all-time high. And you say, no, but it broke out. It could be a shoulder, a head. It could make a right shoulder and dump on us. These are the concerns that I have. Right? But again, The monthly has to close below. Let me show you again. So just so you know, like you have to close below monthly support at 108,300. You have to close the monthly below that if you're a bear. If you're a bear and you think we're dumping, then you got to close, right? Yeah, so that's amazing, right? So if you don't close below 108,300, you can't be bearish, everybody. There's no bear city. So anyone that's telling you we're going to the downside, anyone that's telling you that the market is over, everyone that's telling you that the bull market is done, they don't know how to read proper support and resistance. Anyone that overly shorted, they don't know how to read proper support and resistance. All right? I'm telling you, there are some things that people must know in trading. And there are some channels that do not teach you what you need to know. They don't know. There's a lot of channels out here. The guy's been trading 4 or 5 years. Right? Again, that's a good amount of time, but he hasn't seen a lot of... He's only been dealing with the weekly for so long. Right? He's only seen, 52 weekly candles, 200 weekly candles? Like how much... I've been trading 20 years, man. You know? I got 5x on that, 4x on that. So I'm going to be able to see a little more than your average bear out here. I'm getting old. I'm an old man. These young whippersnappers trying to trade up with us. But markets go to the men with wisdom. All right? I'll tell you that. And wisdom comes to the men who have been in the markets longer than the other men. So you could do whatever you want. I'm just going to see the price action a little quicker, a little faster, and I'm going to have a little more know-how because of the years I've been in the market. Just put in the years, everybody. That's why they say time in the market beats timing in the market 100%. You can't beat it. 111,700 Bitcoin pushing to the upside. We could see $115,000 today. All right? Yeah. Shout out to all the people. What would you say about class? Anyone here take class? I was looking at it earlier saying to myself, what's wrong with the giggle? Been quite too long. The BSC gang, tier 2, all did the same. 11 New York time. But giggle back. I don't know what you're saying. Yeah. I got out of giggle. It didn't work. You know what I mean? Sam, I missed giggle's 3x bump. It did 86 in 2 minutes, hitting 280. No, it did not. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? If that happened, I'm going to bug out right now. Whatever. If that happened, it's unsustainable. It means someone pumped it. Oh my God. How did I miss that, dude? I kept telling you I wanted giggle. I wanted giggle. I wanted giggle. Remember? I kept saying giggle was the one. Dude, I was all over it. And then they just take it from $80? That's unsustainable. Someone pumped that thing. Like, that's that. Yeah. Like, I don't feel like I missed out on anything like that. That's crazy, bro. It did it in like 10 minutes. They just pumped giggle from 80. So they dumped it down to 80. And then they pumped this thing. That's a conspiracy theory right there, bro. Wow. And remember, I was all over it. It's like I knew something. I swear I'm psychic, man. Remember, I just mentioned giggle every day for days. And I was in it. Wow, had I just stayed in the giggle, I would have woken up so rich right now. Oh, my God. So crazy. But they made it impossible to tell. I don't know what that's all about. That's unsustainable behavior. Like, come on now. You can't do a 4X in 45 minutes. It did a 4X. Imagine being in there and just watching that. Like, how is that possible? That's a conspired pump and dump. Am I wrong? I mean, what the hell is that? What is that? Imagine being in that trade. Was anyone in that trade? That's insanity. That's insanity. You would have to assume it's going to keep going up. I wouldn't trust this thing anymore. Like, what if it can go down just as fast as it went up? I don't know. That's craziness to me. I guess maybe someone just invested in the giggle fund. Like, put a huge investment in there. Or they all just figured, hey, it's going to go up. And they just piled in. A bunch of whales piled in this morning. I mean, what the heck, man? That got me tight, man. I've been all over giggle. I talked about it for days. I followed the consolidation. It fell out of the pattern, and to me, I just wanted to wait for it to see if it could get back inside the pattern. See if my trading style would have said, okay, you have time. So you'd have waited for it to get back inside the pattern to trade. And I would have been like, all right. No, I mean, it just out of nowhere just started moving. I just want to see on the 1 minute if you had any time. There, I was like, well, come on. Dude, the 1 minute candle Went from 85 to 130 in 1 minute. Like, that's just 5-second candle. Was there any way to get in? Like, that's unsustainable. Either you knew it was going to happen or you didn't, right? You can't beat yourself up about stuff like that. I can't. I certainly won't. Look at the 5-second candles. 5 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. I mean, that's insanity. Wow. When you said that, I didn't even believe you. Watch it happen last night. It was so salty. Was anyone still in Giggle? And funny, I was DCAing into Giggle. If I just stuck to my DCA and believed in it, I would have piled in at 86. I knew Giggles. Damn, man, that's going to mess with me for the rest of the day a little bit. Whatever. 5-day chart looking nice. Bitcoin sitting at 11,650, exactly where we started the stream. And then today, it's all about the daily. And I talked about if the daily doesn't break the 200 moving average, we could have one of the most bullish moves in the history of Bitcoin. And I've been looking at this as a falling wedge as well. That technically broke out, retested the same level, right? Broke out, retested, continuing to break to the upside yet again. And I tell you how strong the 200 moving average is. I love you. And then look here. So the 4-hour time frame is inside of a bit of a flag, is it not? Some could say it even broke out, like depending on how, you could say it's tighter. I feel like it's slightly breaking out already. And it's headed up to the smooth moving average. Another thing is we're above the smooth moving average. Right there. We're just about to get above the smooth moving average, the 200 smooth. It's a big deal. I know you don't realize it. I talked about it earlier this week. I went over it in depth for each and every one of you. I wanted you to learn more than the simple moving average. And I'm adding the smooth. Every couple of years, every couple of weeks, I'm going to add something to your trading style just to kind of make it a little higher probability. And the smooth moving averages adds more probability. When you get above the smooth, oh my gosh. So I'm looking for an eruption here. I'm looking for Bitcoin to go sideways, probably through Saturday. And then maybe tomorrow when the futures open. And that's about a 2.5 risk-reward ratio. I'm still long BTC. So I would not get out of my long. I would not short the market for any reason. And again, they got us. Look, I shorted this that day, remember? I was up $1,000. They came up. I lost 58. But then I saw my model. I took it. We've been ripping since I called the model. Remember, on the 1 minute time frame, you could still be in that trade that I gave you on the 1 minute. Let's talk about it. It was right here where Bitcoin crossed the 200 moving average. And we made this flag right here. I gave you this flag, if you remember. And I said, I'm long there. Again, if you long that was 107.6, you'd still be in the money on the long. Did I call the bottom? I possibly did. I found this cup and handle down here. If you remember, I found this cup and handle, and I said, is that the bottom? Did I call the bottom? Right? And I got tweets about it. I showed it. James Wynn was super bearish. He told everyone we were going to 94K. A lot of the biggest people out there said downside. I said, no. I said, I'm bullish. I said, I don't know what you're seeing, but we're above, we're about to get above certain areas. See, my moving average strategy keeps me from making the mistakes that 95% of other traders are making because they don't understand. They don't understand when you get above this yellow line that you should not be shorting the market. These are all people that short the market. These are all fear. They pump until we're done shredding the shorts. Understand, it's people being wrong that helps us make the gains. We counter trade retail every single day here on this channel. We watch them get completely fleeced. So I'm looking for this to break to the upside. It's looking beautiful. It's getting tight. And yeah, I see a move coming for BTC. 4-hour headed up to the 200 moving average. 15 minutes stayed above the 200. We talked about it yesterday. Remember when I made the trade? I made the trade right there. Do you remember how I got in with the stop loss below the 200 moving average? And I said, could we make a legendary call here on the 15 minute? That trade played out. I made that live. And then I made reference to this at how we had bounced off the 200. Do you remember when I made this trade live in front of you? Do you remember? People try to talk a lot of ish about the lifer, man, but my trades are still, they're in front of everybody. I love it when people talk ish on Twitter. I'm like, I don't understand. I do it live every day. So if you have anything to say, come to the live. Say it to my face. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that guy that puts out one video a week that you can reference and say, oh, this is what he said last week. He keeps flip-flopping. I'm not that dude. I'm just not that guy. Look, we're up $10 in this 48% on $21. So we're going to grow $90. into $1,000. I'm going to show you how to do it. We're up at 140 now. I'm going to show you how we slowly grow this money. One step, one trade at a time. All right? Even if you have a tiny account, we're going to teach you how to grow it. This BitToNext account is at $90. We're going to teach you how to grow it. All right? KKEX was the trade that I made right there. You see? Up $322 on that move. And I only had to use, what, $579. I'm making $300 off $500. I could teach you how to do this all the time, man. Print with small wins, baby. Move the stop loss to break even. Now we can't lose the money. This is the trade I gave you live. I trusted the 200 moving average when the 50-minute came to it because I know how to use the 200. It's been an amazing way to trade. I want you to be free. I want you to understand how to trade this way. I want you to be able to move and play gymnastics with the market like me. I want you to have fun with technical analysis. It's fun when you're winning a lot. It's not a pain. It's not so depressing. It's actually one of the greatest things you can ever do, and you start printing from your home. Right? Dude, you're always bullish. Why? I'm not always bullish. That's actually just not true. I'm able to read the market properly. Yeah, you think I'm always bullish because I'm just telling you when the market's bullish and it's bullish. Understand? The market's been bullish. I haven't been bullish. I'm telling you what the market says. You're pissed because you probably got liquidated. Anyone that says, dude, you're always bullish is usually someone, just be honest with me. Be honest with me, Black King. You be honest, 100% honest. I'm going to ask you a question. Just you. I'm singling you out. Be honest. Anyone usually that said, dude, you're always bullish. Why? Are usually someone that got like annihilated in the short. Did you lose a bunch of shorts this week or in the last couple of weeks? Usually someone that says you're always bullish because you're playing on your own. See, what that says is, I've been wrong about the market. Why you keep saying it's one way when it could be both ways? You know, and I'm telling you, I'm not. I'm telling you, I know nothing but the fact about ignorance. I just know when you're above a 200 moving average and you're touching the 21-day move that there's a chance of a big pump. That's all. That's all I know. Yeah. Sam, what about ADA? I start to believe that it's dead like most people say. Yeah, it had government news, nothing. It had meme news, nothing. Moreover, Mr. Migos giggles it down. 1 minute now, testing the 200 MA, VWAP a bit lower. Could do another leg up for giggles. I would just stay away from it, man. It's just unsustainable for me. I don't chase stuff like that. Yeah. Liver, can we look at Coinbase? Think it could hit 500 this year? Possibly, for sure. Yeah. It's a bull market. Of course, Sammy's always bullish in a bull run. Did he answer me? Did the guy answer me? I usually always single these people out, and they just never come back and answer me. Right? Black King 54249. Dude, you are always bullish. Why? He called 5 shorts last week, bro. So funny, right? Why is there no liquidity left? Because on Saturday, it dries up like a bean, bro. You got nothing. All right? Chill, Sam. He's ignorant. I know, but I'm trying to help him. He didn't come back and respond, see? It's like, it's always when I try to help these, like I'm trying to help that guy, he won't respond. I gotta push my time into people that I can truly help. There's only so many people you can help in your life. Don't waste your time with people you can't help. Yeah. Would be weird if you were not bullish. We've been up for 3 years. I am damn near the richest I've ever been in my life based off Bitcoin, but I ain't bullish. You know. Sam, have you ever looked into BitTensor? Yes, I have it. Yeah. I love it. I have a piece of it. I think it's going to be huge. I think it's going to be integral to AI. Yeah. I thought base AI was even better, but no one talks about it. I thought Sam was a bull when I first started. Then I realized he is constantly analyzing the market and will change his mind based on new market movements. Almost like he's smart. Shout out to Fletchy444. God bless you. And the BOOKMAP, man, I see and I know liquidity. Yeah. Ping doing damage for sure. Ping too? Interesting. We got some super chats in the house. Let's take a look. Thank you for saying that. I mean, BOOKMAP liquidity dried up because people got scared. The longs got scared. You have to understand, they all got, oh my God, I don't know if I should be long. They took their longs off the table, man. Now they're short. They switched to short 175. Sending love and gratitude to all the lifers. Love you, Sam. Shout out to you, my man. That's the blues guy, man. God bless you, brother. That's the blues, man. We love you, brother. Thank you so much. Look at XRP, Sammy, please. Master Yoda. We'll take a look at that. Congrats on your giggles call, Sammy. Hey, I didn't get it, though. But hey, maybe some of you guys kept it and were able to make gains. I did talk about it for days on days. So, but lo and behold, I sold all my Giggle like 2 days ago or something when the market didn't look correct. Dang, man. Had I just forgot about it for once in my life. Had I just forgot about Giggle. But I piled like 15 grand in at 120. When it went to 86, I would have been down, like about a third? I would have been down, just fit 5 grand. And then I would have made like $20,000 today. Crazy. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, but it's a good market when you're close to big gains. That means something's happening. I also just think it's a good project long term. And now I'm like, dang, man, like, why'd you make it so hard to get in? Like, what is that all about? Is it James Wynn, Andrew Tate connection or something there? Like this, what happened there? What happened? There's someone piled in like a fool, I can't explain that. That's just insanity. It's one of the biggest 1 hour candles I've seen in my life. Up 175% in 1 hour. 200% gains in an hour. My God. Only in cryptocurrency on a weekend. Only in crypto. We see stuff that the stock market could only dream of, right? XRP doing damage, and we gave you a trade for XRP, or I've been talking about the idea that this is the low point. Where's I know I have a chart on it. I'm like, show me the chart. Also, they wicked it, though. So, yeah, we had that beautiful call. We pumped to the upside, 355, came back down. They wicked it. No, I got another. I have a chart on XRP. It's weird. I can't believe I don't. All right. Maybe it got deleted. Look at my MEXC. It's usually on MEXC is where I do it all. Anyway, after the bounce, I see us at this key level, right? And I just see XRP making that higher low. It's going to consolidate, and it's actually going to break out to 631. That's what I see happening for XRP, only a matter of time. Like, it's going to make an inverted head and shoulder, get tight, break out, retest, head to $6.27. That's the next target. An entry here with stops below here or here, to me, are proper. But you do whatever makes you happy, right? So the idea for XRP is this. And these are going to take time, everyone. This isn't going to happen overnight like Giggle. Although you never know. Maybe the whole market just boom, 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 boom. I mean, I've seen crazier things. But it's a 5-to-1. If you go here, it's a 3.6-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Sets you up pretty nice. And then your target's up there at 628. Sending love and gratitude to all the lifers. And to you, Sam. Thank you. God bless you, bro. That's very nice of you. That'll come back to you tenfold, given, great greetings and grace like that. Yeah, Ada, personally, I'm going to front run even an all-time high. Me too, man. I'm curious how much was injected to make Giggle move that much. A lot, brother. A lot. M&M's going to stop it at $5.89. I know, right? $5.89. And we got some movement here on the market today. Let's see, did any of the BNB memes actually go up with what happened? I mean, Giggle, 175. Jobless, 4. A lot of movement in the BNB cipher here. Palau up 27%. Pop up a little bit. But these things are all pretty down. I mean, they're like this yellow Pepe got hammered, bro. Jeez. Correlate. When someone talks about something, look at it if it dumps. And then keep correlating. And if you see every time they talk about something gets a dump, start understanding what's going on, man. They're going to dump on you. So we're up about $800 on the morning. Not amazing. I'm pretty happy, though. You wake up $800, right? Yesterday, I went to go golf at the country club, man, and now I understand, really. I guess I'm getting older. I really get why people go now. And, I finally hit, I hit 3 drives of 220 yards, man. I blasted one. And it made me realize I can hit the ball well if I just do what I got to do. And I have trouble. I struggle at golf. But yesterday was and then my buddy showed me how to chip the right way, leaning forward on the front foot. And I was just chipping all day long, man, having a blast. And, it just was a blessing. So shout out to anyone that's good at golf, man. I'm attempting to get better. I've been dragged to golf my whole life. My friends in high school was on the golf team, my best friend. So he was golfing all the time in high school, And I, of course, wasn't as much because I was like, man. And then my roommate in college was on the golf team at his high school, and he played some golf, not as much as we could have in New York. And then he started a company with my other good friend. They were both my buddies, and they golfed all the time, and they would drag me golfing to these guys got super rich. My two friends got dumb rich when I was like pretty just, when I was still in debt and like living in a 1-bedroom apartment. And they would take me golfing, bro, all over the place. Like, they take me to some of the fanciest, like, they take me to one place. It was one of the most exclusive golf country clubs in all of Long Island. Gotta remember the name. Like, it was so, like, it was like gentlemen only. They didn't even let women on the thing. Like, it was crazy. But, yeah. And so I would just sit there and just be like, oh, it's nice out. And I was like, I'd forget my ball. I'd lose it. I was horrible. I was absolutely horrible. I had to rent clubs, Now I got my own clubs at least. I bought my own clubs, like, I don't know, 3 years ago. Finally got my own set of clubs, started getting myself into golf. But look, I mean, that's a beautiful flag on the 1 hour time frame above the 200 moving average. I love that. I go for this type of stuff, and then you got supportive resistance cooking too, because you got this resistance, bounce. I really don't see how we don't cook to 117. It's all there. And BOOKMAP has the red waiting for us. Like, it's like right there. It's like lined up perfectly. Look at this. That's your 117.5, like right there. And you don't have you don't have a lot of challenge liquidity down there. There's a little bit. There it is. It came in there. But that's what we're looking at right now. Right? That's a cool tweet, right? Liquidity, baby. Golf is so nice and relaxing, makes you enjoy life even more. I really enjoyed life yesterday, man. And there was like a 12-degree breeze. We started at 2 o'clock tee time, 1:46. So we ended at like 6 o'clock. It's a big course, 18 holes. I won't say where I golf because I don't know. I just want to keep, but it's one of the nicest golf courses in Florida, man. Straight up. And then I joined the country club. So then we leave and then we go inside and they have my name at a little table waiting for us. So we had 3 ribeyes and deviled eggs and beef short rib sliders. It was just, oh my God. I can't tell you. Last night was insane, man. I had such a good time with my buddy Conrad and Mario, bro. God bless you both, man. You can get as rich as you want, but if you don't have, we were talking about, if you don't have relationships, it doesn't matter how much money you have. And your money can't really buy you relationships. It can buy you time with people here and there. You can force it. But people aren't going to like you just because of your money, man. People are going to like you for who you are. And again, if you let your money make who you are, then no one's going to like you. So get that whole look at me and my money thing and throw that in the garbage. And start finding out who you are. Build character and honor. Money's cool, man. It's cool to have it, but don't let it become you. Don't let it become you, and don't let it make you, and don't let it break you. Depending on how much money you made that day, are you up or down, You should be happy if a friend called you. And that's why I like the testimonials in my group, man. The testimonials are amazing. Golf Live, Randall Kraken, hello, boy, yeah. All you got in life is memories and stories to tell. It's true, man. The money comes and goes. You got your family and your friends and the connections that you make, right? Good morning, Sam. Can you check YB? I got in a trade yesterday based on your 200 strategy in the 50-minute, and it's printing me right now. I just want your second opinion. I'm like a doctor over here. People want my second opinion. Wow, yield base is booming to the upside. Yeah, well, you got above that 200 there. I don't know what time frame. Wow, you are printing. Let's take a look at our 15. I mean, it's still above the 200. Let me look at my 1 hour. I need a 45 minute. All right, so maybe it looks like the 30 minutes going to be my one. Man, see, I like it. It's above the smooth. It got you kind of out of this. Just looks a little unsustainable. I don't know. I can't see too much about it, but I'd have to say this is the leg. You're above this resistance. You're going for here, You're definitely, people are going to take profits at these points here. It says you might be able to get to 64 cents, but you got to be careful when you could double top at 52 there. I mean, tight moving averages, usually you're beginning the leg and you have expansion. Just like here, you expand it all the way up. Expansion, right? So I do see some expansion after distribute. I mean, they're distributing. 1, 2, 3, right? Distributing the sales, and then boom. You take a bars pattern here. I could see us make the move. You might be able to print a little more. Look a little risky for me on a Saturday. You know, when I thought about being in that, you know. All right. Yeah, virtual too. I still have virtual. And I think there's something going on. People believe now that Bitcoin's not going to go into a bear market. And if people think Bitcoin's not going to go into a bear market, they're going to start piling into altcoins. They're going to do it furiously and fast. And I believe there's opportunity right now when nobody thinks so, because whenever I see the fear and greed in at 23, and it was at 23 last week, I just don't see how that's not an opportunity. Every single time I bought Bitcoin down there, I've gotten paid. Every single time. Let's talk about the bot that continues to nail the bottom. It's so close to getting out, and it's going to make a boatload of money when it does. Super excited to see what happens. Respect, though. Yeah, bro, and everybody that's anybody follows the lifer, man. I'm telling you right now. If you're a big wig in the game, you follow the lifer. Look at James Wynn. You follow each other, like straight up follows you. See? And again, I'm not saying, you know, everyone's their own person. I'm my own person. You know what I mean? But I bop and weave with everyone in the space, man. And everybody knows the lifer, brother. Funny guy. Straight up. And respect to James, man. You know, think whatever you want. I only talk good about people. If I don't have anything to say, if I have something bad to say, I don't say nothing, man. My mom taught me. Only speak positively about others, man. Don't speak negatively about anybody else. There's no reason. It's a waste of your frequency, right? I mean, virtual is kind of at an Adam and Eve there, bottom of double bottom. I see this booming back to the all-time high. I really do. Hopped on the 46, so up plenty. Thanks for the analysts. Have an awesome weekend. You too, man. Yeah. I think you could save James. I'm trying to. I'm attempting to. I really believe, because he seems like he listens to me. And I could help him out. But I don't know, man. Who knows? He's his own man. Everyone's their own man. I don't even like talking about other people. God bless them all. Yo, Sam, what's good, brother? Much love from the beautiful English countryside. God bless you, man, in the UK. Yeah. Somebody said James went on the 90. Maybe he did. Is he in there now? Is that crazy? Is he in there? That'd be insane, bro. James is in there now. I'd be like, no, stop shilling in there. Right? Virtuals has a real ecosystem. You know, people like virtuals. Like, they know it works. AI agents are coming back strong. That narrative did not disappear. It's just like frogs when, like, the winter comes, they freeze up. But they come right back in the spring, man. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. These narratives, I've seen this before. The narratives go down. No one talks about them. The second Bitcoin starts to rip, the second, it's back to AI agents. And it takes like 6 days. And next thing you know, it's like everything's back online again. And then it only takes, once the liquidity gets injected, these coins rip. And we're continuing to make money in these trades. So far, so good for Bitcoin and these longs. Shout out to anyone that took a long. Man, giggle, giggle, giggle. I'm still like, I got my hands in my head over giggle right now. I mean, I guess you'd have to say, but anything that pumps like that, I can't chase. Because if I lose the money, I'm going to say, well, you lose the money. Look, you're chasing some volatile asset. You could say, hey, I'm willing to lose. You have to say, hey, I toss 500 at 10 things, Chance I make up, it could go up 86%. There's a chance. But you're taking a pretty big gamble. But hey, there's a chance. Now everyone's FOMOing and they're waking up right now and they're like, what? It's 850? Oh my God. All right. Trig Sigma. TRISIG. Oh, this thing's in the dumps, bro. That's a rug pull. Look at that thing. I don't know, man. That may never come back, brother. Like, look at it. I don't know what to tell you. That needs a miracle and life support. It looks like it was a dead project, man. I'll tell you what, if it gets above the smooth, maybe. I'd look at it, but not until then. That is horrible. No, that doesn't look like virtual at all, man. That looks garbage. Yeah, I don't see the correlation there. Let's take a look at Chain Opera, which I gave you at 350, remember? And the thing went all the way to 26 bucks. It's insane. I put it out at 350 to the trading group. Chain Opera. Unbelievable. What a move. Right there, I have it sitting here. My call right there at 350. It never hit the stop loss. In the trading group, you would have found out about so many coins before everybody else. XRP leading the charge again. It's nice to see XRP kind of starting the pump. Yeah. That's a big no for me as well, Sam. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I teach class in 7 minutes. I got to take 5 minutes to kind of freshen myself up and get myself going. I gave you the Bitcoin call last night in the trading group. I gave you the call all week. I've been spot on, man, while the rest of the world is telling you we're going to the downside and everything is dumping. So pay attention. Focus, focus, focus. I'm going to teach class today. Then I have a birthday party for my daughter. She's got piano recital. She's got softball game. This weekend is a family-packed weekend. But I love you. I appreciate you all. I will be around. I always have an iPad on me. I always have an eye for the markets. And I'm always in a trade. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for kicking it with the lifer. May God bless you. My name's Sam Price. I've been trading for over 20 years. You could get so much knowledge from this channel. Come get the education you deserve. I teach class right now in 5 minutes. You still have time to make that split-second impulsive decision to say, you know what? I'm going to hit the QR code and join right now. Or email Crypto Lifers and say, I want last second. I want in on the last second, man. We've got you. We're here for you. Stand by. I'll be back in 5 minutes, 6 minutes for class. God bless everybody. Thank you so much. I'll give you one last big window. I love you all. Thank you so much. Stay amazing. I'll see you tonight for Bitcoin and the 8 p.m. show.